Do you have a dog that barks at people, trucks, other dogs? Champ is a dog like that. He used to bark at everything that went down the street. Here is a video of the end result of all the work the owners did to help him overcome his reactivity. Okay. This dog was reactive to people, dogs, trucks, everything. So we taught him to look. Every time he saw the men outside, we would say to him, Champ, look. As soon as he looked at us, we would give him a treat. Over time, turns into an automatic check-in, where he looks outside, sees the workman, and then he immediately looks back at his owner to get his treat. This is one way to stop reactive dog barking. Now in this following video, you'll see the steps we took to help Champ be able to cope with the workman. The first thing we did was we gave Champ an alternative to barking. So we took a treat and we took it from Champ's mouth to our eyes. And we said to him, Champ, look. As soon as he looked at us, we gave him a treat. And we practiced this in the house. We did this for a solid week. Nikki, look. Good. And you see how she's looking and following the line. Now we added distractions. Nikki, look. Just anything we could think of, the TV or just a person walking by. And he got to the point where every time he would look away from us, we would say to him, Nikki, look. Good girl. And Champ would look directly at us. So when we were doing this, we found that he was getting really good at looking at us. Nikki, look. Good girl. We didn't even have to have the treat in front of our eyes. Nikki, look. Good girl. And he was staring right at us. So now we knew we were ready to go on to the second step. Now, the next step, we need to be far enough away from the workman that Champ can actually focus. Because if you're too close, he's not going to pay any attention to the food, and he's not going to be able to look at you. So we started way down the hallway. He could still see the front door. It was a perfect scenario because he was down the hallway, the workmen were out here, he could just glance at them, and every time he looked at them, what did we do? We said to him, Nikki, look. And they worked on this for about a week. They gradually moved their way down toward the door, till finally the video you saw is of Champ sitting right at the door. And what's he doing? He's looking out at the workman, and he's looking back at the owner whenever she says, Champ, look. What it turned into was part of what you saw, which is Champ looked out at the workman. He didn't even wait for her to say, Champ, look. He immediately looked back at her because he knew if he looked at her, he would get a reward. That's the next step to teaching a dog not to be reactive. Third and final step, because you don't want them just to look at the person or truck or whatever it is they're barking at and look right back at you, because it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We want them to be able to gaze calmly at the distraction. So what we started to do was we let him look at the distraction, and we would say, good boy, good boy, good boy. And then we would say to him, Nikki, look. And he would look back. Now she's staring at me, I know. But if there was a distraction, I would say to her, good girl, good girl. And then I would say to her, Nikki, look. And what am I doing? She's starting to say to herself, oh, it's not so scary. I can actually look at this and not be afraid. That's how you teach a dog to relax and be calm around a truck, a person, another dog. Well, I hope this video has helped you in teaching your dog not to be reactive around other dogs, people, or anything that gets them to bark. Thank you from Joyce and Nikki at Diamond Dog Training. Please crush that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Have you tried to get your reactive dog to stop barking? How did you do it? And were you successful? Thanks. Bye from Joyce and Nikki at Diamond Dog Training. Bye-bye.